Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for being late. I was taking care of both Kenzo and Denim, and we gotta take extra care of Kenzo right now because he just got home yesterday from, well, he got fixed. So he's kinda out of it a little bit. He's acting very, very sad, and he's like he has a cone around his head so he doesn't mess with the incision where he got fixed. So he's just when he goes into his crate, he's kind of hitting his head in places because his peripheral vision is all over the place. So, needless to say, we gotta give him a little bit of an extra helping hand. Good to see you, Ravi. Good to see you, Psycho Abir and Snow. Let's go ahead and get started with today's reaction of Dragon Ball Super. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration and another live reading of Dragon Ball Super. Today, we are going to be going through volumes 14 of the series, and I just want to say to everyone here, for everyone who's been keeping up with the series, thank you. Thank you for the continued support. See, here's the thing. A lot of people seem to think that you need all it takes. I wonder, sometimes people think that the only way you can see anything as successful on a platform like this is if you have hundreds upon thousands upon millions of people watching every little thing that you do. But I'm content knowing that there's at least one person that enjoys what I'm doing. So I just want to say thank you for these streams having more than one person the majority of the time. I just want to say thank you to all of you. You really do help this channel out more than you realize. So, let's go ahead and get started with Volume 14. Little bit of a recap. Moro was having his people fight on Earth. Roshi and Krillin were fighting some alien women. Ten Shinhan was fighting another being like Vegeta. Yamcha was dealing with some random prisoners, and he was able to, mop the floor with them quite easily. And then we have Gohan and Piccolo dealing with Shimareka and 73. And then Android 17 and 18 join in the fight. And then Moro decides to send Saganbo over and starts imbuing him with his own power. And it gets too much for everyone else to handle until Goku shows up and starts wrecking everyone, helping resolve a ton of these fights instantly. And it gets to a point where Saganbo gets infused with so much power from Moro that his body literally shuts down. And his body later gets disintegrated by Moro trying to contend with Goku, who presently was using Ultra Instinct Sign, which is the initial stages of the Ultra Instinct we saw when he finished his fight with Jiren. So that's going on, and Moro pretty much says yeah, well, I wasn't using my full power. And as this is going on, when Moro starts to use his full power, Goku starts to get them ribs barbecued until Vegeta shows up using instant transmission and tells everyone, okay, you guys get back because now it's my turn to fight. So let's see what happens in Volume 14 titled Son Goku Galactic Patrol Officer. Let me make sure that my view is proper so that way you guys can see, you can hear me, but also the volume is at a good volume as well. Yes, this is good. This will be good. I just want to make sure that everything is presentable. I'm trying to be at least semi-professional here. Volume 14, Son Goku Galactic Patrol Officer. Story thus far. A long, long time ago, Son Goku left on a journey in search of the legendary Dragon Balls, a set of 7 balls that, when gathered, would summon the dragon Shenron to grant any wish. After a great adventure, he collects them all. Later, he becomes the apprentice of Master Roshi, fights a number of vicious enemies, defeats the great Majin Buu, and restores peace on Earth. Some time passes, and then Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, suddenly appears and sets out in search of the Super Saiyan God. Goku, by becoming the Super Saiyan God, manages to stop Beerus from destroying the Earth and starts training under him with Vegeta. After some time, the ancient villain Moro escapes from the galactic prison and travels to New Namek in search of the Dragon Balls, where Goku and the Galactic Patrol confront him. However, Moro's ability to absorb life energy is too much for them. After retreating, Goku and Vegeta follow separate training regimens in the hopes of defeating Moro. Meanwhile, Moro's evil threatens Earth itself, but Gohan and the gang fight back against the villain's underlings. However, even with additional training, Goku doesn't seem to stand a chance against Moro. That's when Vegeta makes his own surprising return to the battle. I felt like my voice was starting to give out near the end of it. That's when Vegeta makes his own surprising return to the battle. And that's the story thus far. And as it shows with pretty much all of these volumes, 4 chapters per volume, with chapters 61 to 64. Chapter 61, Vegeta Reborn, and he begins by punching Moro directly into his stomach, shocking everyone and sending Moro a good distance away. And then Moro just gets back up. With Gohan, darn it, that barely had any effect. And then 18, what the heck, he sure talked a big game, but he clearly can't deliver. Yes, you have gained a considerable amount of power, yet you're still not able to contend with me. And then Vegeta rushes him. Vegeta rushes Moro, and he starts hitting Moro over and over again. And Piccolo, Vegeta's gotten stronger. I barely recognize him, but Moro's still more powerful than him. It's a level that can't be overcome through training alone. And then Moro catches one of Vegeta's punches and goes, "Submit, Vegeta." And he kicks Vegeta into the air and sends him crashing into the pillar where Gohan and everyone else is standing. Vegeta! And then, like I said, Vegeta gets sent flying. I do commend you for elevating your power to such heights. And Vegeta hasn't said a word ever since he started fighting. You will make for my finest meal yet. And Vegeta just looks at him and rushes him again, continuing to try and hit Moro over and over, with Moro starting to get a little bit agitated. What's gotten into Vegeta? Maybe he can't accept losing and he's going berserk, goes Jocko. And then Piccolo, I doubt it. Vegeta's never been one to misread an opponent's strength. Enough of this nonsense, Vegeta. And he goes and looks like he's about to aim towards Vegeta. And Vegeta dodges him and proceeds to backhand. He proceeds to backhand Vegeta. You! And then he kicks Moro directly in the midsection. Huh? Goes Jocko. And Moro is surprised. Ah! And then he grips on to Vegeta. He grabs him in a full-on bear hug. I wouldn't say a bear hug, but he grips him by the shoulders so he can't move, and then proceeds to body slam him into the ground. And then Moro's actually huffing and puffing, and Vegeta just gets right back out of the hole like nothing happened. Thought so. And Vegeta dodges another punch by Moro, and Moro tries to block him, and they keep blocking each other's attacks. And then Vegeta, with a loud ha, proceeds to sidekick Moro. And this actually causes Moro to sweat just a small amount. And he tries to blast Vegeta, but Vegeta pulls out a full Neo Trinity help dodge and just dodges backwards before backflipping right back to Goku. Vegeta, that new move of yours, it's Force Spirit Fusion. Yo, he's got a new move. Force Spirit No, not Force Spirit Fusion, Force Spirit Fission. And then he launches back at Moro again, and they just go at it. With Gohan, more of his attacks are landing. Is Vegeta somehow getting stronger? No, looks more like Moro's actually getting weaker. And every hit... Oh, I think I know what it is. Every hit that Vegeta is doing is causing energy to actually launch out of Moro. And they see the energy forming... And they see the energy forming into the sky, and all this energy that's been coming out of Moro has been forming into this energy ball that's above him.
Ugh, what in the world?
And then Vegeta proceeds to kick Moro directly in the midsection, causing Moro to actually spit out some energy, which causes him to lose enough power to cause him to grow a beard and grow older again. Yo! Vegeta is aging this man with every hit! Cause it shows Moro with like a small beard again. It's very, very small. It's a small beard very close to the face. And then it shows that energy shooting up into the energy ball that's up above Moro. And as Moro gets kicked into the air, Vegeta just double-fisted slams him directly into the ground again. And then we see a tired Moro who's actually confused and he's actually aging.
What? What have you done?
He's back to his old self, literally.
How can that be? All that spirit you stole for yourself, those souls, that life energy, I've simply liberated it.
And Vegeta grips his hand, just like Moro would if he was about to consume energy. And all the energy that's gathering above him, everyone looks up at it. And he's sending the energy back to where Moro stole it from. He just dissipates it. So Moro... Vegeta! It shows the energy leaving Earth, going past Kami's lookout, Dende. This must be... Then it cuts to planet Yardrat.
The spirit energy stolen by that Moro guy is returning to the planets it came from.
Vegeta did it!
And then it cuts to Gohan with Goku. You doing okay, Dad?
Yeah, thanks, Gohan. What's this move he's using? Explain.
Force spirit fission. It tears apart things that were combined through fusion or absorption. I've never actually seen it used before. And wow. So Vegeta's the first person that Goku's ever seen to actually use moves that can allow a person to just dissipate energy and nullify absorption. Your boy Vegeta! And it shows Vegeta just walloping, yes, I said walloping, Moro directly in the face and sending him flying.
You mean, this is the life energy of those he's killed?
Yes, I could even extract those other Namekians you combined with ages ago. Care to try?
Wow, so Vegeta is basically saying, I can make it so that you never fuse with Nail or any other Namekians as well. I could literally split you down the middle if I wanted to. Vegeta, calm down. And then Goku, good going, Vegeta. I never managed to learn that move.
Of course not. We underwent the same training, but I'm more talented than you. Victory is mine this time, Kakarot.
And then Moro shoots up in the air, angrier than ever that someone is actually working them ribs. And he tries to zap where Vegeta is, and Vegeta dodges. And he launches towards Moro and proceeds to, kick him directly in the midsection. Here's the thing that I've seen is such a constant here. Body shots are all but guaranteed in every single fight in Dragon Ball. There's a body shot every single time. Every time. Always a body shot. And Moro tries to hit him, but Vegeta flips away and proceeds to dodge every single move by Moro.
To be honest, this never sat well with me. Absorption, fusion, and all that stuff, it doesn't reflect one's inherent power. All I crave is a fair fight!
And then Moro drives him back into a pillar, but Vegeta is not relenting.
So why don't you stop relying on strength stolen from others and simply fight for your own power?
And proceeds to kick Moro away high into the air, and Moro just hits the ground.
Or is your own power even enough to keep you standing?
And then we see Moro, and he's aged even more, his beard slowly getting longer. Then it cuts to Gohan and the crew starting to leave as more and more energy leaving Earth, with Piccolo going,
Was Vegeta training on Yardrat?
Yeah, seems like it. Then it cuts back to Yardrat again.
Elder Pybara, when those planets get back their life energy, will the inhabitants be revived?
No. Too much time has passed for most of those alien races to come back to life. However, revival should be possible for tribes with potent life force.
Like which ones?
Let me think. For one,
and then it shows this energy returning to New Namek. Yo! New Namek lives on! As it shows the energy returning to all these individuals that were once killed and drained of life, they all slowly start to get back up again. With one Namekian going, what happened to us? And then Eska can sense it back on Earth.
Can it be?
What is it, Eska?
I think a number of Namekians have come back to life.
But how?
Well, not the ones Moro killed himself, but the ones who died when their energy got sucked away.
And then Bulma,
for real? Even though it's been months since they died? The Dragon Balls we left behind must have somehow protected everyone, keeping the planet and its life forms from rotting away.
Then it cuts back to Vegeta, steadily hitting Moro more and more, causing Moro to spit out more and more life energy.
Gah.
And then, as, Moro growls, Vegeta,
You're going to cough up every last bit of energy you've stolen since... You're going to cough up every last bit of energy you've stolen since your little prison break.
And then Piccolo,
Hey, Goku, did you ever think he could grow this much?
Nah, can't say I did. I didn't expect him to learn that new move or get this strong.
Not in just that sense. I can't get over how much he's grown as a person.
Huh?
Have you forgotten how once upon a time he showed up to invade the Earth? And now he's fighting to protect this planet. More than that, it's like he's trying to atone for the sins of his past.
Sins, huh?
Like the mass slaughter on Namek, or all terrible things he did as part of Frieza's army.
I was thinking it was going to say all the terrible things he did as part of Frieza's army.
I think he means to wipe the slate clean by saving our universe from Moro.
Is he really thinking about that stuff? All that stuff?
It's all because he met you, Goku. You've changed him.
Who? Me? I just wanted to fight the strongest guys out there. And that's really why half the time the universe is in peril. Because you just want to fight the strongest person. You don't care about the consequences. You don't care about your loved ones getting hurt. You just want to fight your big dumb himbo. I'm sorry.
Huh. But that works for you. You haven't changed a bit since day one.
Something tells me that it probably would have helped him.
And you don't need to change.
You saying that's a good thing?
I wonder. It looks like Vegeta managed to one-up you this time.
Yeah, but I'll surpass him again. Just you wait. And Jocko pays attention.
Wait, you're gonna keep training even with no baddie butt to kick? Talk about obsessive.
Hey, Jocko!
What?
Do you want this one captured alive, or should I eliminate the problem altogether?
Crush him, please, I mean, duh. We're only keeping him locked up because there was no one who could kill him. If you can be that executioner, be my guest.
You heard him. Sadly for you.
And it shows that Vegeta's been beating this man so hard that he's pretty much gone back to his first appearance that we've seen him. Like, he's old, he's way old, like his beard is back down to where it was when we first met Moro.
You heard him. Sadly for you. I'm no naive fool like Kakarot. You'll regret ever breaking out of prison once you're in hell. So, you believe you aren't going to hell? When I die, of course I'm going to hell. At the end of the day, I'm a villain too. I've been prepared for that for quite some time. Right. But you first. Wait for me down there. Once I'm dead, I'll pop by to say hello.
I gave myself hiccups.
What could possibly be so funny? I have no intention of going to hell.
Huh?
Huh? I've been too busy ruling over the galaxy for all eternity.
Huh? What'd he say?
Resorting to nonsensical babbling, are you? You barely have a scrap of power left in you. I still have my magic. magic.
And then he raises his hands, and the ground underneath Vegeta, a lot of hiccups now. And, well, the ground underneath himself just implodes, and Moro's gone. If we think about it, could we ever really charge Vegeta for being evil when he was born to think survival? I mean, we can't call these hiccups are gonna be annoying. I gotta get rid of them. I mean, we can't call him a hero, but I mean, he's an anti-hero. I wouldn't call him full-fledged villain, because he wouldn't have married Bulma and had Trunks. I wouldn't call him a villain for some of the things that he's done to save the Earth. So I would call him like a very serious anti-hero. But Moro disappears in a pillar of fire.
Darn it!
Moro just vanished!
Up there! Vegeta! He flew up into the sky!
And then Vegeta looks up and he sees Moro trying to fly away. And then he flies after him. And Moro gets back to his ship as he's incredibly haggard. He's incredibly haggard with 73 and Shimareka up there.
Look, Lord Moro! You don't look so good!
And then, before Moro can even touch the ground, before Moro can even land on the ship, he just absolutely zaps and kills Shimareka. This is like Voldemort blasting the Protego Maxima around Hogwarts during the Deathly Hallows. And then he got immensely tired after the fact because the Elder One rejected him. And then that one dude saying like, "My lord, are you all right? Are you all right, my lord?" And then Voldemort just kills him instantly. That's pretty much that situation here. But Shimareka gets absolutely destroyed with 73 standing there.
Shimareka!
And then Moro lands, and then he starts grabbing onto 73.
Fortunately for me, I planned ahead and kept a backup inside you just in case.
Now, mind you, since he's old again, we have to go back to the old Russian-sounding accent. And as Vegeta gets up to the top of the ship, he looks, and it looks like Moro is eating 73. Like, he's eating his whole body. He's like eating 73's entire body. Remember, 73 is around the same size as Moro, so he's just eating the dude. Just eating him. He didn't shrink him down. He's eating him.
Oh, what the heck are you doing?
And he tries to shoot at Moro, and Moro smiles, and there's a massive explosion as Moro's entire ship just implodes. And then Vegeta's just right there in the air. What the heck happened?
Were his allies still up there?
And then Vegeta is floating in the air as we see a body appear out of the smoke. And apparently this is Moro, but we don't see his whole body yet.
No way!
No, Moro's ki is back to normal. Wait, no, it's bigger than ever.
Where's 73? Don't tell me he...
And then we see Vegeta's body getting sent flying straight into the ground. Vegeta! And they all go look towards Vegeta, and Vegeta has literally left his Super Saiyan Blue form, and he's on the ground, massively hurt. You okay, Vegeta?
Dad, it's Moro!
And then we see Moro, and we zoom in on his body, and his whole body... Wow. So in consuming 73... he fused his powers into himself, because now we get an even younger looking... He's a fusion between 73 and Moro. Gone is the goat face that he used to have. Now he has 73's face with many parts of his body just reminiscent of his state when he was just regular Moro. The fusion of 73 and Moro now. but he looks even stronger than before. His face kind of reminds me of Cell's a little bit. This is like a Cell level fusion right now.
Yeah, darn you! What did you do? Why'd your face change?
You did something to 73.
It wasn't only my magic that I had 73 copy.
What do you mean? What else was in him?
My combat abilities. I was able to create a complete backup within him.
And you just absorbed 73?
Yes, including his ability. This has restored me to my former glory and more, alas you people came so very close.
So, this dude is far younger now. He's like a young man, even though he's not human, but he's so much younger now and also so much more powerful. And that's the end of chapter 61. Onwards to chapter 62, Edge of Defeat.
Has 73's power been added to your strength?
Indeed.
When he was killing innocents, he was not doing for survival. He knew he was doing evil, doing evil then, and he enjoyed it at that time. See, I would say that Vegeta went from being evil to being just an anti-hero. That's how he started. It was survival when he was young, when Planet Vegeta was still around. But when he went in to be part of Frieza's force, that's when he just focused on being evil. And then after marrying Bulma, he started to become a bit of an anti-hero afterwards. But I believe, yeah, I gotta agree with Ravi here. Vegeta was evil at the beginning. In the beginning, he only did it for survival. And later in life, he did it because he enjoyed it. And then afterwards, he became an anti-hero. So it kind of lessened to a very 0.001% degree.
Crud, it's one thing after another with this guy.
And then Vegeta gets back up, and he flies to everyone's shock. Vegeta! And then Moro's just looking at him. Fused Moro just looks at him.
Is that so? Then I'll just have to tear you apart again!
And then Vegeta flies towards Moro, and Moro dodges everything he does dodges his first punch, and this punch was enough to destroy the entire platform that everyone was standing on. Because they're still in the wasteland, mind you. And Moro's just smiling, and then Vegeta tries to launch at Moro and tries to hit him multiple times, but Moro keeps dodging.
Your new technique requires you to inflict damage first, yes? I won't make the same mistake twice. Darn it!
Vegeta! He might have absorbed 73's abilities, but the rule says it only lasts 30 minutes.
Right. We'll just have to run out the clock until he's back to his former strength.
This power has returned home. There is no time limit. In fact,
and it shows Vegeta punching into Moro, but he's really just punching an afterimage. And then he gets grabbed he gets grabbed behind by Vegeta. No, if he stole 73's ability to absorb powers and copy powers, he just grabbed Vegeta by the back of the neck. This is not good! And this surprises everyone.
Unhand me!
And then Moro shows his hand, and his hand, because mind you, Moro's new form has like the same singular jewel in his head, but he also has jewels in his hands now. And in the hand that grabbed Vegeta shows Vegeta's face.
What's going on? I've gained his copy ability.
Moro, that scum! Did he just copy Vegeta? And this is Gohan saying this. What's this copy thing you keep talking about? 73 could copy a person's abilities by grabbing their neck.
And I think he just copied Vegeta's.
Copy, huh? And then Moro proceeds to just wail on Vegeta. He punches him again, and even headbutts him. And Vegeta manages to land on his hands and knees, but he's still massively hurt because his head is kind of bleeding a little bit from the headbutt from Moro. And he looks, and Moro's preparing to blast him. That's Vegeta's move. Wait. Oh, snap, he's trying to hit him with the Big Bang Attack. That's Vegeta's move.
Big Bang Attack? Isn't that what you call it, Vegeta?
And he just basically shoots where Vegeta is with his own Big Bang Attack. And there's a massive flash of light, and then a small crater with Vegeta laying at the center of it. He's still kind of conscious, though. Vegeta! Was that supposed to impress anyone? Such a grandiose name for such an ordinary ki blast.
This is worse than we realized.
Huh?
If he's got Vegeta's abilities, that means he can use Force Spirit Fission. You guys always had the fusion dance, the Batar earrings, and other means of combining as last resorts, but those would be rendered useless now.
Ugh! And then it cuts back to the sanctuary as everyone's watching this fight go down. It used to, and at the sanctuary, this is Kami's lookout. Now, mind you, there were numerous monitors around so that everyone can see everyone's fights going on, but it's just down to one singular one with Goku and company. And Bulma,
Vegeta!
And then Oolong, what now? They got no one left on Earth who can fight. And then Dende, I can go and restore their energy.
Huh? You're gonna fly down there yourself?
And then Bulma,
Are you sure about this? Isn't that way too risky?
probably. But as Earth's god, I can't just sit back and do nothing.
Dende.
Eska, Mr. Popo, take care of things here. Be careful, Kami. And then Dende just flies down to the wasteland. And Krillin is down there too. Huh.
Not good. Everyone's key signatures keeps getting smaller. If only I'd given Goku some sensu beans.
Sensu beans!
Before we split. Darn it, I hope I can make it in time.
And then it shows Gohan and Piccolo launching towards Moro, who just easily fends them off. And then he just bats them away like they're literally nothing. And while Gohan is being thrown through the air, Gohan has just enough time to shield himself as Moro unleashes a massive barrage on him. And then Piccolo can't do anything but watch, and then he tries to grab onto Moro's legs. And then Moro just proceeds to point-blank blast Piccolo right then and there. But Piccolo is still hanging on.
I won't let go even if you kill me.
Haven't you realized that I'm keeping you alive? You people are my meal, you know.
And then it cuts to Gohan, who swings his finger around with some energy around the tip, and that causes a ring loop to appear behind Moro and grip onto him.
Nice! Unleash it now, Goku!
And then Goku in the Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Blue form is right there next to Moro, preparing to blast him. Ha! But Moro just stands there and puts his hand against it and does everything he can to resist this blast. And they're both trying to resist one another. Goku and Moro are trying their best to resist one another. And then there's a big explosion of dust, a big explosion of air, a massive shockwave goes off from the point of impact. And Goku's just standing there. And we zoom into Moro, whose arm has been blasted off. And then he looks at his destroyed arm, and then he just casually walks towards Goku. And then, as he stands in front of Goku, he regenerates his arm and puts it straight through Goku. He regenerates his arm and then just jabs it straight through Goku. What is it with people and just jabbing their arms through people's bodies? What is it with this series? Why do y'all like body jabs? And this utterly shocks everyone. Wow, he put his hand straight through Goku's chest. If he put it through the right side of his chest, like the right side of his chest. If he put it through the left side, he would have killed Goku right here because he would have gone straight through his heart. And everyone is shocked to see this happen to Goku.
Yes, Piccolo's regeneration. Did I fail to mention that the ability 73 copied are now mine forever with no pesky time limits?
So now, not only does he have 73's copy abilities, but he also permanently has the abilities of people that 73 copy, which includes Piccolo's stretchy arms and high-speed regeneration. We're doomed. Okay. Yes, Piccolo's regeneration. Did I fail to mention that the ability 73 copied are now mine forever, with no pesky time limits? Dad! And then Goku just starts to fall over, and he falls towards the ground, and he lands on Moro. Don't go dying on me just yet. Cell much? Yeah, the way his arm looked like it was regenerating reminds me of Cell. I need to devour your energy before you pass on. That was the point of all this. And then Gohan comes up right behind Moro and hits Moro all over his body. But Moro isn't even budging. Take this! And as he's hitting Moro all over, Moro just flexes his left arm and then just hits Gohan full force in his chest so hard that, wow, is that a tooth? Or is that blood? Is that a tooth missing? Is that a tooth missing from Gohan? Yo, he broke this man so hard. He hit Gohan so hard in the chest that his teeth actually got broken instead. Because his teeth are not straight here as he's flying backwards. It seems that Saiyans receive a power boost when enraged, but hardly enough to fill the chasm between us. No, not just that, but the fact that he has the others' abilities. Yes, he has Goku, he has Gohan's abilities, and he has Piccolo's. But also everyone else that 73 absorbed as well, and he doesn't have the drawback of a time limit. It seems that Saiyans receive a power boost when enraged, but hardly enough to fill the chasm between us.
You...
And then someone calls in, and it's Dende! Piccolo, I'm headed your way.
Is that you, Dende?
Yes, if nothing else, I can restore everyone's energy. And then it shows that Piccolo remembers,
Stop, Dende! No more telepathy!
Huh? And then he looks over at Moro, and Moro just drops Gohan. And he goes, I see. Is that another of your Namekian abilities?
Darn it! Keep away, Dende! He was just listening in!
Listening? Dende?
Restoring energy, he said. The Namekian moving towards us has such an ability.
Curse you!
Such a being could hardly pose a threat, but... And then he shoots an energy ball into the air, which starts to expand into a dome that no one can get out of. He just created a barrier around them. That barrier should keep out any unwanted nuisances and prevent you from escaping.
Uh-huh.
And they're all trapped inside. Dende has no way to get in the barrier now. What? What is this? Wow. So everyone is trapped in there with Moro with no way to get healed. And Krillin is just running, and he sees the dome from a distance, far off distance.
Huh? Aw, come on. What is it this time?
And then it shows Moro blasting away Piccolo and Jocko. And then they're just shown disheveled up against a pillar. And then 17 and 18 come up right behind Moro, and he points his fingers at the both of them before they even get close, just a single finger, and he sends the both of them flying with just short bursts, shotgun fire blasts, like just a straight up finger blast.
Sorry, Jocko, for roping you into Earth's battles.
Knock it off. Moro broke out of our prison, and besides, Earth is my jurisdiction. If this planet's doomed to die, then it's my duty to go down with the ship.
Oh yeah? Then I won't feel bad about this.
Huh?
And then Piccolo starts to charge up energy, and he just starts charging up a whole bunch of energy.
What's going on, buddy?
That barrier is a blessing in disguise, since it'll keep any destruction contained. There'll be nothing left in here when I'm done.
Huh? Blowing yourself up? Could you just hold off for a minute? I haven't made my peace.
And then a special beam cannon goes flying, and it goes straight through Piccolo. Remember, he has all of Piccolo's abilities and all of his attacks. This feels, he's pulling an all-for-one. This really does feel like an all-for-one fight right now, where there just doesn't seem to be like an end in sight for how we're going to be able to beat Moro. But Piccolo gets special beam cannon straight through the chest. Well, using Special Beam Cannon the very first time in the series comes full circle, doesn't it? First it went through Goku, now it's going through him. Wow.
Piccolo!
No more nonsense from you, okay? Just lie there. And now, you're the only one left, Galactic Patrol.
As it shows a downed Piccolo, Gohan, Goku with a giant gaping hole in his chest. I hope Chi-Chi does not see that. 17, 18 is down, and so is Vegeta. And it cuts to Jocko, who's just standing there as the only person who's still actively conscious and able to stand out of everyone inside of this barrier. Yeah, this is awful. I was completely useless, and this is Dende. I couldn't defend the planet or help anyone. Some god of Earth I am. And then a hole opens up inside of the barrier all of a sudden. Huh? The barrier just opened up? And then someone appears behind Dende. That's not Whis, but they have a staff from one of the angels. This isn't over yet, God of Earth. It's you! I have a feeling I know who it is, but I'll wait until it's revealed. And it cuts to Jocko, who's just standing his ground and is trying to blast, and he's preparing to blast Moro, even though he really doesn't stand much of a chance.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
To be blunt, I've zero interest in your life energy. Such a small portion and probably foul-tasting. Which means I've no need to keep you alive. Farewell.
Buzz off, scumbag!
And then it shows Jocko shooting towards Moro, but a second blast appears right next to his first shot. And then there's a massive explosion where Jocko shot from.
Say what?
And there's a big explosion after that shot.
Huh? Did I do that?
You imbued that shot with your own energy.
And then we see someone else pointing a gun right next to Jocko.
Oh! Agent Maris!
Maris is there! Maris is there. I thought he was in trouble. He was already skirting the line being a Galactic Patrol member, but also being an angel as well, and that kind of goes against some of their rules to a certain degree. I thought he was in trouble and he went back to the angelic realm. But he's here now. And pretty much confirming who the person was that opened up the barrier for Dende earlier, because that's who it was. I know because I can recognize the different shoes from the different angels. Whis has those like shoes that look like they're spats with his regular socks inside. Maris has one that looks like a full-on boot. But Maris is here.
But you aren't really Galactic Patrol, are you?
And then Maris is just smiling. And that's the end of Chapter 62. Onwards to Chapter 63. Maris is resolved.
Agent Maris, where the heck have you been?
Apologies, Agent Jocko. I was tied up with other matters.
And Moro's just stewing in his own confusion.
Sorry to be all we're totally doomed just as you finally show up, but Moro's definitely too much for the Galactic Patrol to handle, so we're totally doomed!
I'm aware. I've only come to finish up some training.
Who's training?
Son Goku's.
This man ain't here to fight. He's here to finish training Goku. You're in the presence of a universally powerful villain right now that is basically functioning like Galactus. And now he's gained even more power, and you here because you're here to train Goku more? Okay.
I've come to finish up some training.
Who's training?
Son Goku's.
Huh? Speaking of, where'd everyone go?
Wow, everyone's gone! Everyone's gone! Everyone is gone! Except Maris, Moro, and Jocko. No one else is in the dome now!
You. What are you? And where did you send them? For the moment, somewhere safe far away from here. Do not trifle with me.
And then Moro dissipates the barrier around them. And he's looking around, and he's trying to sense everyone.
Hang on, can he track people?
I'll have to buy them some time. And then Maris dashes straight towards Moro, and he pulls out like a big bow staff, and he starts clashing with Moro. Oh boy, what does this mean for Maris? He's actively fighting. But that goes against the rules that the Grand Priest was talking about in the last volume. But he's Oh, I don't know how much longer we're gonna have Maris if he's actively fighting. This is one of the ironclad rules of the angels.
I sense no life energy in you yet. I did earlier. Was that mere camouflage? Are you some manner of deity?
And then Maris just smiles at him, and he continues to clash against Moro, with Moro trying to defend himself from Maris. And he tries to hit Maris, and Maris just easily dodges. And Maris dodges backwards, and he sticks his pole into the ground, and he hits a button, and the pole extends directly into Moro's chin.
What?
And it's with such force that Moro is lifted off the ground. And he's actually surprised. And then Moro projects a barrier around himself to keep him from actually hitting the ground. He's so high and mighty on himself that he doesn't even want to touch the ground. He'll just erupt a barrier that'll, disintegrate the ground underneath him to keep him from falling on his back. And Maris hit him with enough force to draw blood from Moro in this state. Maris is the first person to draw blood from fused Moro. What is going to happen to Maris now? Because this is one of the rules that the Grand Priest was saying, like, if they break the rules, they will be eradicated. And it's like, Maris is doing this anyway.
I see.
Huh? Was Agent Maris always this strong?
And then both Moro and Maris clash with one another. And then it cuts to Dende with the rest of the Z Warriors. And then he looks up and then Dende bows. Oh boy. Now this is Whis. I left the Galactic Patrol agent behind.
What do I care? Kinda getting sick of doing favors for these guys.
They are indeed a handful. Beerus and Whis have showed up. Beerus and Whis are here now. Why? Why are they here?
But the God of Earth can save them now, right?
Yes.
Okay, time to go.
Where?
Bulma's place. You said we were coming to Earth to eat some delicious stuff. Preserving Earth's gourmet goodies is the only reason I ever save those idiots.
Ah, but of course. Off we go then.
Hey, I feel like we're missing someone. Where's Maris?
Oh? It seems he got separated from us. No harm in leaving him behind.
Whatever, one less mouth to feed means more for me.
And then Beerus and Whis just take off to go to Bulma's to go eat some food to make sure that Bulma stays safe. And then Dende starts using his powers to heal everyone.
Dende, is he gonna live?
Says Gohan.
Goku's wound is deep,
and since his ki itself has reached God level, healing him could take some time. I can heal you too in a moment, Gohan.
Leave me for last. Take care of Dad, Piccolo, and Vegeta.
Then it shows Goku coughing as he's slowly being brought back, and the hole that was through the right side of his chest has now been completely healed.
Great, you seem to be healed. Dende?
Yes.
Where's Moro?
He's battling the angel.
The angel? You don't mean Maris?
I'm afraid I don't know his name.
Darn, what could he be thinking? Any angel who fights for real outside of training is doomed to disappear.
Huh?
Dende, take care of these guys, okay?
Yes, I will.
Thanks as always, Kami.
And then he just flies off. As Maris continues to fight with Moro. And then Moro tries to shoot laser beams out of his eyes, like optic blasts out of his eyes, and Maris blocks this. And then Moro knocks the staff from his hand and then proceeds to headbutt Maris. And then as Maris is in the air, he tries to shoot Maris, but Maris, seeing this, dodges every single shot. And then Moro launches at him again, and while Maris is in midair, he catches his still spinning staff that's in the air and brings it down and manages to call it down just in time to block Moro.
Are you concealing your true strength? What's the meaning of this, and why rely on a tool?
Maris! And then Goku shows up. Ah, Goku.
Him?
You gotta stop. Keep fighting and you're gonna vanish. It would seem I'm still intact for now. As he launches away from Moro. Well, fall back. It's my turn to fight. And then Goku just instantly goes Ultra Instinct Sign immediately. And there's still an indentation on his chest showing the hole where Maris pretty much almost killed him.
Were you saved by the Namekian's healing abilities?
And then Goku just appears, flies towards Moro, and then appears right next to him, and Moro sees this. And Moro dodges this hit from Goku, causing Goku to kind of spin past him. And then Goku launches at Moro again, and Moro just keeps dodging every single one of his punches. And Whis notices Goku is having another go at it with Sign.
Can he win?
I very much doubt it. And it shows Goku swiftly being punched away by Moro as soon as Whis says this. And then Maris uses his own power to keep Goku from hitting anything.
Thanks for that, Maris. That form of yours already failed to defeat me once. Did you think this time would be different?
Darn it. You spent all that time teaching me Ultra Instinct and I still can't get the hang of it. Not quite, Goku. Your training worked. One last push should trigger it. What? One last push? Huh? A push? What do you mean? And then a hand appears right behind Moro, and it grabs Maris by the back of the neck.
I don't know who you are, but copying your ability should prove useful.
And without a moment's notice, without even a single second wasted, Maris brings up his staff and completely severs Moro's hand that was attached to him. And this surprises Maris, as his lifeless hand falls back to the ground. And then Moro... This surprises Moro. Did I say this surprises Maris? This surprises Moro as his lifeless hand falls to the ground. Then he drags his arm back through the dirt again, and it regenerates. And he's upset that he didn't get to copy an angel's abilities, because if he copied Maris, it would have mean the end of everything. And now it shows Maris. And then it shows Maris preparing to fight with his staff. That copy power is a hassle, so I'll have to seal it. Whoa! He's gonna seal his copy ability! And then it cuts back to Beerus and Whis.
Feels like Maris just started using those angel powers. You sure about all this?
As you know, Lord Beerus, I do not act except under your direct command.
You sneaky little... So the Grand Priest is gonna be pissed at me. Let's get back there and stop him.
And then it cuts to Moro launching towards Goku and Maris. I was born an angel meant to maintain a neutral position outside of good and evil, like I've always been saying. And it shows him dodging Moro and launching above him, but he starts using his powers to firmly plant Moro into the ground. And then Maris aims the tip of his staff towards Moro's left hand, and he shatters the jewel in it, keeping him. That's a hand that he won't be able to regenerate now. And Moro tries to swipe at him, but Maris dodges. So even if the universe is ravaged or destroyed, I'm only supposed to sit back and watch.
A sealing technique. How could you possibly...
Huh? An angel? That's what Maris is? Am I hearing this right?
However, throughout my time working alongside the Galactic Patrol, something blossomed inside of me. A sense of justice. And this surprises Goku. He's all like, ah! And then Moro tries to rush Maris. And they continue to clash with one another. The Galactic Patrol agents may be the elites of their own homeworlds, but on the universal scale, they're helpless.
Helpless?
Many of the criminals willing to violate galactic law are stronger than those agents. Even so, the agents act in accordance with their convictions and ideals. Valiantly, they struggle to protect the galaxy. And then it cuts to the Galactic Patrol flying back to the Galactic Prison with all the prisoners that were ransacking Earth earlier.
We've collared every convict except Moro, so we're heading straight to the Galactic Prison. Understood. We will prepare to receive the prisoners.
Which just leaves Moro. Once these guys are locked up again, we'll head back to help.
And it shows Moro still clashing with Maris. I'm not saying that Maris is clashing with Moro. Moro's having a tough time fighting Maris. He's not fighting. Moro's not fighting some helpless individual. He's fighting a person that presides over literally every other being in all universes except the Grand Priest and Zeno. That's a power that even Moro can't match. And as he tries to hit Maris, Maris just simply lifts his staff and sends Moro flying high into the air. And using his staff like a gun, he shoots the other hand of Moro he shoots the other hand of Moro that has a jewel in it, pretty much shattering the jewel and making it so that Moro can no longer copy anyone using his hands anymore. Gah!
Seeing those agents in action, I came to realize that peace in the galaxy is worth hanging on to.
And we start to see, we're losing Maris. As he's saying this, he starts to become see-through. He starts to become see-through.
That peace in the galaxy is worth hanging on to.
Hey, Maris, it looks like you're not all there.
Meeting you and your people, Goku, only further strengthened my resolve.
No, Maris! What's the plan here? Cut it out!
This next attack is most likely my last.
And then we see the angel halo appear around Maris, which was going to appear around him when he was preparing to clash and fully train Goku. It fully appears around him, and Whis and Beerus come down just in time to see Maris assume his full angel status.
Jeez, his body's already see-through.
Sadly, it would seem we are too late.
You left Maris behind knowing this would happen.
Who, me? Not at all. And he just looks off to the side like, I ain't do nothing.
What kind of excuse are we gonna feed the Grand Priest?
We shall have to think on that. And then it shows Maris imbuing himself with power as he prepares to face off against Moro.
Why, you?
And then Maris launches at Moro. Maris! And then it cuts back to when Maris was talking to Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber they were in.
You've saved this universe so many times, Goku.
Huh? I guess so. It's not something I think much about. It's just the strongest guys out there tend to be villains, so...
Yet, despite their wicked deeds, you prefer not to end their lives. Why is that?
Because if they rise up to do bad stuff again, I just have to become stronger then. I'm making sure I'm reading this correctly.
Yet despite their wicked deeds, you prefer not to end their lives? Why is that?
Because if they rise up to do bad stuff again, I just have to become stronger by then, right? I'll fight them as many times as it takes, and at some point, just maybe they'll decide to join the good side.
Reforming villains, then. The Galactic Patrol takes the same approach. Putting it that way
gives me too much credit, man. I just think that way's much more exciting, I guess.
Exciting, you say? You are a fascinating specimen, Goku.
And it shows Moro preparing an energy ball, and he throws it at Maris, and Maris goes through it. He goes completely through it, completely unscathed, and he launches towards Moro. And then Moro tries to imbue it with an even bigger ball, and he tries to throw it at Maris, but Maris gets far too close to him and hits Moro directly into his forehead jewel. And he crushes it completely. So Maris has managed to destroy all 3 jewels that Moro would need in order to copy anyone else's abilities. So basically, he's made it so he can't copy anyone anymore. And since those are destroyed, so are the powers that were inside them, which means that Moro's not going to be able to use Piccolo's ability to regenerate his body to have new jewels again. That's gone. We are now left with Moro with just his strength and magic, and that's it. No more copy abilities. And then he sends Moro crashing into the far off distance miles away as he's trying to grip his head because, it was a massive punch. And then it shows Maris as his body is just fading away like Ulquiorra at the end of his fight with Ichigo. Literally, he's just fading. Like fading away in the wind.
Huh? Slow your roll, Agent Maris, you're disappearing!
Maris! Goku. Should you achieve Ultra Instinct at your current strength, it will be far more stable than ever before. You will not fall to Moro, nor to anyone else for that matter. Wow, Maris sees the boundless potential in Goku. This man says you will not fall to Maris or anyone else. Maris is the one that sees Goku's potential! You will not fall to Moro, nor to anyone else for that matter.
Hello? Goku, care to fill me in?
I've come to love this galaxy, this universe full of excitement. Please, protect it all. And then Maris just disappears. He's gone. Wow. It wasn't just some overly grandiose type of send-off or farewell or eradication. He just fades. I love Maris. He is such a good character. We've only known him for a little while. And we've only known him for a little while, and he's already become one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters. Please protect it all. And then he fades.
He's gone! Maris!
And then Beerus, just gone. Poof. Yes, sadly. Right. He was an awkward little brother. As both Whis and Beerus watch on. And then a rumbling starts to happen around Goku. A rumbling starts to... Woo! Ooh! A rumbling! The rumbling starts to happen around Goku! Remember the last time we saw a rumbling this intense when he lost someone that he was close to? Frieza found out the hard way. And that's the end of chapter 63. Onwards to chapter 64, which I believe is the last chapter for this volume. Yes, it is. Chapter 64, Son Goku, Galactic Patrol Officer. And as the Galactic Patrol is flying through space, one of them goes, "It kind of feels like we just lost something important." Huh? And everyone is looking back. So they can all tell that Maris is gone because he left such a massive presence that they can't, even the Galactic Patrol can feel it. And then it shows the wind whipping through the wasteland.
Why? Is Agent Maris really dead?
And then it shows Goku's heart beating. You just see the you just see the sound effects as Goku's heart is beating as he's standing next to Jocko.
Goku, you okay?
I learned another important message from Maris.
Oh yeah? And what would that be?
That I'm not fighting alone. And Beerus and Whis just watch on. Well, let's see it, Goku. It is imminent, but can he properly control his emotions? I was saved by Vegeta, Dende too, and in the end I made Maris give up his life.
Oh, okay, so Agent Maris is really gone.
But he didn't do it for me. He did it for our universe. As Goku grips his fists. And then he loosens it. And he just breathes out a sigh. And he has like a calm look on his face. Can I ask you something, Jocko? Why did you join the Galactic Patrol?
That's your question? Do we really have time for this?
Come on, tell me.
I wanted to help preserve peace in a galaxy, duh! Also, the uniform is just the awesomest!
Right, Maris felt the same way. Right now, I'm a Galactic Patrol agent just like you, so protecting the universe is my duty too. I can't let Moro have his way with our home. And then Moro shoots up into the air, still holding his head after Maris just ripped him a new one!
Curse you! You and your inscrutable techniques!
Stay back, Jocko. as Goku just walks towards him.
Where did that Maris run off to?
Maris doesn't exist anymore, which means that beating you is my job.
You? You're still spouting that crap.
Maris may be gone, but his will lives on in me.
And then all of a sudden, Goku just explodes. Just explodes. His whole body just explodes, and then the whole area just erupts in massive air shockwaves. Wind gets kicked up. As everyone looks on as Goku just stands there, the sea itself and everything is being whipped up by Goku's power right now. Piccolo could just sees it as this power is causing water and everything else to just shoot up into the air around Goku.
Look, who's that?
It's Dad. He's finally ready to do this. Seems to be going well enough. Says Beerus.
Yes, it would appear so. We are about to witness Ultra Instinct perfected. And then all the energy just stops. Think about when Yamamoto activated his Bankai. You see all these flames whipping around, and then it just goes into him, and then it's just dead quiet. Everything just gets silent. No wind, no sound. Just Goku standing there. Moro looking massively confused. Jago looking massively confused. The wind is just to a light breeze right now. The sea has returned to like a, well, what amounts to calm on the ocean. And everything is just calm. And there's no more rumbling across the planet.
The ground stopped rumbling. I don't feel a thing. It's so quiet.
Dude. Ultra Instinct is so strong, the air, the aura, the atmosphere, the presence of Ultra Instinct just exudes calm perfection. Oh, Cell wishes!
I don't feel a thing. It's so quiet.
It's as if those storms a second ago never happened. And then Goku's just standing there, head up in the air, but his hair has changed to a different color. To a silver, if you will. And Goku just looks at him.
What now? What's that form?
Silver hair? New color in my book.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goku stands before Moro with Ultra Instinct perfected. Ooh, chala, hey, chala! And Goku just starts walking towards Moro. Just calmly walking towards him. And this intimidates Moro so much that he actually starts to take a step back. And then as he steps back, Moro's starting to second guess himself because he's realizing, like, what? I'm actually stepping backwards? Does he intimidate me that much? And he goes like, stay back! And before he can even charge up a blast and shoot it at Goku, Goku literally is directly in front of him. And while Moro's hand is up, Goku is already it's like Goku moves so fast, you still see him walking towards you, but Goku is next to you. Like he left a residual after image and he caught up to Moro so quickly that Moro couldn't even blink. Your boy Goku has gone even further beyond. And this completely shocks Moro. And the thing is, whenever Goku uses Ultra Instinct, he no longer looks at his opponent fully. Because he's not even looking at Moro as he's got him gripped by the wrist. You won't harm the Earth anymore. And he tries to hit Goku, and Goku easily dodges. And then he tries to punch Goku, and Goku he doesn't even have like a balled up fist. He's just brushing away Moro's hits. He just taps away Moro. Moro tries to punch him, and Goku just taps away his fist. And just him lightly tapping Moro was enough to send him flying in another direction. This reminds me of when Vegeta had that building thrown at him by what's-his-face on Planet Yardrat. He just put his hand lightly on the building and sent it flying miles out. Goku just did this nonchalantly and sent Moro far off into the distance.
How? What did you do? You worm!
And he tries to hit Goku again, and Goku not even looking at him. Remember how Neo became the one and fully realized it, and he started fighting Smith and to the point where he was just blocking all of his hits without even looking at him, and it's all like, oh, bro, you don't need to embarrass him that bad. Goku's doing the same thing, not looking at him, blocking everything that Moro is trying to hit him with. And then Goku bats away all he keeps, and not only that, while Moro is trying to punch him, Goku, then he switches to kicks, and Goku, still not unfazed, blocks all of those kicks too. And then he tries to hit Goku, and he leans backwards, and then Goku leans backwards and dodges all of these hits. Goku is just dodging everything. And the force of this is enough to kick up the air around him, but Goku is just dodging everything.
He's fine-tuning his moves more and more.
Indeed he is, Lord Beerus. As Whis and Beerus just watch on, and then he tries to hit Goku and he tries to hit Goku and he hits the ground. He tries to hit Goku but winds up hitting the ground instead, and Goku is far behind him.
But how are you dodging like that?
Not thinking.
What?
My body's acting on its own and deciding how to dodge, which is why your attacks can't hit me. Yo, the very thing that Whis was trying to train them to do. Can I just say my voices hype up these chapters even more? Well, thank you, Abir. Thank you. That's what I bring to these. That's why I love doing this. I love doing this. This is a fun job, you know? This ain't work. This is fun for me.
But how are you dodging like that?
Not thinking.
What?
My body's acting on its own and deciding how to dodge, which is why your attacks can't hit me. Because remember, this is what Whis was trying to train Goku and Vegeta to do before the Tournament of Power even happened. He was trying to train them to think like this. Well, not to think like this, to let his body move instinctively without him having to actually think of it at all. And now Goku has finally reached the pinnacle. The pinnacle! He's finally reached it. Which is why your attacks can't hit me.
Acting on its own, you say? Stop spouting nonsense!
And then Moro tries to power up even more, and Goku is just like completely unfazed.
Yikes!
That's Moro's this time. He's charging up to full power again.
And then Moro charges up to with as much power as he can muster, with Goku just casually watching. And then Goku gets his hands in position as Moro... He gets his hands in position as Moro launches towards him full power. And then, before Moro can get there, Goku raises and opens his hands a little bit, and What? He's frozen in midair. Goku just froze Moro midair. What? And this completely surprises Moro and me. And then Goku starts moving his hands, and he starts... Now Goku has telekinesis! Can I get it? If Goku can get it, if Frieza can get it, if Vegeta can get it, Beerus, Whis, Krillin, Master Roshi, Oolong, can I get it? Everybody and their mama got telekinesis in Dragon Ball Super. Can I get it, please? And he just starts telekinetically lifting Moro in the air. This dude is just like using the force to lift him. And then he's up above him. And then Goku, still holding him in the air, crouches down, and then with his spare hand, he builds up a fist. He balls up a fist. Ha! And he launches up into a straight up Shoryuken and nails Moro so hard that it's almost like Goku punched away every single cloud because it just shows a blank canvas. amidst the wasteland, as this is massive punch that you can hear all around the world. Like he hit him that hard. And everyone feels this. The punch is so hard, it actually causes Whis and Beerus to close their eyes and turn away because that's the force. How hard do you have to punch someone to make Beerus and Whis close their eyes because it's so that forceful? Beerus and Whis are closing their eyes because the force of the punch is making them close their eyes. Beerus and Whis. And Jocko gets almost blown back from this. And there's a massive... Good Lord. It's a... Wow, I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right. A massive shockwave just erupts from the point of impact. Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta, they all feel it. Everyone on Kami's Lookout feels it, and everyone's holding on for dear life. It shows the entire world from the outside of space. Man, this chapter is messing me up. It shows the entire world from the outskirts of space as the shockwaves goes through across the entire planet. The punch heard round the world. I was being dramatic saying that it was doing that before, but that's actually what happens. And Moro's just taking the full brunt of this attack, and Goku, still not even looking at him, sends Moro flying high into the sky with Whis just watching. With Beerus, perfectly done. Oh, a rare show of respect from you. Respect where it's due. The way he fights is godlike. Woo! Woo! Oh, Beerus! Oh, Beerus! Oh my goodness, Beerus! Woo! 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 Y'all need to stop. Yo! Beerus is complimenting. He's complimenting Goku. The way he fights is godlike. And then Goku looks back at Beerus and Whis. Lord Beerus? Whis? You guys are here? Don't stop now. Finish the job so we can go eat. And then Goku just smiles at him. And then the massively hurt body of Moro falls right back to the ground behind him. You realize now that you can't beat me, right? And then Moro vastly struggles to get up from the ground. Are you starting to understand the pain and suffering of everyone you've killed? Do you get how that feels now? Silence! How dare you presume to lecture me? You must think yourself a god! Note this, I do not fear divine power. I am Moro, consumer of worlds, the god's creation not mine to devour. I am this galaxy's supreme life form! And then Moro just explodes, and then numerous flame jets shoot up all out of the ground. Whoa! As one almost hits Jocko. Whether this planet lives or dies is up to me. Which would serve me better? Think hard on that. And then, as he erupts more flame pillars up out of the ground to blind Goku, he pops up behind Goku. And as he thinks he's got Goku on the jump, he's got the jump on Goku, Goku just casually kicks him, just kicks behind him, and sends Moro flying directly into one of his own flame spouts. Remember when he sent that one Namekian into his flame wall just because they wouldn't tell him where the Dragon Ball is? Yeah, that one's for planet New Namek. And then, as we see Moro and his singed body fall through the flame spout, he's laying around a pool of lava that's around him. And Goku just standing there, completely unfazed. You're done, Moro. Earth isn't your plaything anymore. And then Moro, his horns are massively messed up. Even his left arm has been singed off. You care for this planet to that extent? Then my next act will be to consume it. And as he does that, Goku hits him so hard, he goes flying across the lava pool that was made. And he sends Moro directly... And it sends Moro flying into another pier where some rocks actually fall on top of him. Where he says, help me.
Huh? What'd he say?
Please, don't kill me.
Hey, Jocko, he was sentenced to death, yeah?
Huh? Yeah, he was.
So do you mind doing the deed?
So, do you mind doing the deed for us?
I see. In that case, let me fight him as an Earthling from here on.
Huh? Huh? What does that mean?
And then Goku just tears off the part of his gi that has a Galactic Patrol symbol on it. Oh? Has he gone and quit the Galactic Patrol?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
No, Goku. No, Goku, please. Please tell me. Please tell me you're not going to give him energy so you can fight him as Goku of Earth and not Goku of the Galactic Patrol. Please don't be that dumb. Please don't be that dumb. Please don't be that dumb. That's the end. That's the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chapter. Goku, please. Please. Please, Goku. Please. 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 Don't give him a chance. Kill him. No. Goku, please just kill him. Please, please. It just ends the chapter right there where Beer says, I have a bad feeling about this. Goku. Goku, please. 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 Please, Goku. Please, please. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. I don't care if you want to fight the strongest person. This man wants to consume the whole planet. Just kill him. Please. Just kill him. Oh, Lord. I'm pleading here. I'm pleading. I'm pleading, but I know it's going to fall on deaf ears because I know who we're dealing with. No! 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 I'm sorry. Imagine he gave him energy that would not be cool. I'm scared. I'm scared. I am so I know, Goku. I know this is something he would do. We're just gonna have to find out what he does tomorrow. I'm so sad. Why? 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 You just heard that he's sentenced to death. Why are you telling? I want to fight him as an Earthling now. That's not like, what were you doing before? So you mean to tell me you fighting him, Ultra Instinct, didn't count? You trying to tell me that it doesn't count since you were part of the Galactic Patrol, but you want to fight him as Goku of Earth? Krillin, don't run over there with the sensu beans. Do not give a sensu bean to Goku. Whatever you do, I don't care if he pleads, do not give it to him. Just go back home, gather up 17 and 18, and just pretend that you weren't even headed there in the first place. Do not give this man a sensu bean. We see what happens when he gives people sensu beans that are not on his side. Goku. You know what happens when you're not saying nothing? Thank you, Psycho. We'll find out tomorrow. I gotta think about this now. I gotta think about how this story ends. What do you mean, Goku? You want to fight him as an Earthling now? The fighting's over. Just kill him. But I know Goku, and I know it's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm done. I'm done squealing. I'm done being loud. I'm done. Let me go ahead and take care of Denim real quick. This is gonna hurt me when I read it, isn't it? Don't answer. I'll find out tomorrow. That's all I got. Thank you, everyone, for coming to see me read Dragon Ball Super's 14th volume. Can't wait to see you as we read through the 15th volume. And then the 16th volume will be on a Monday. And then I will be catching up with the regular chapters after that. And then I will have fully caught up to Dragon Ball Super. So I'm looking forward to that. But for everyone here, I appreciate you stopping by. All I can say at the end of the day is, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, like, subscribe, share, maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. I feel like I'm gonna be upset when I read the next volume. I feel like I am.